Sup, Nerdmigos, and the Jive Talking Nerd John Norgrove. We've got Wife here. We are back at it again for Trek Jive. We just watched Season 1, Episode 3 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Ghosts of Illyria. I did not remember that as I started talking, which is grand. The light is, like, literally exactly where that is on the TV.
You're the one who sets that light up.
I know, and that's just where that light is, like, every fucking time. So I gotta get all the way over here. It's whatever. It's not important. Anywho, Ghosts of Illyria, which was, let me tell you what, a very fun episode. These episodes, they just keep getting more fun. We got, like, a bunch of cool character development on a bunch of the characters. Like, Pike got to be badass.
Yeah.
We got, like, some insight in several of the characters as, like, character building moments, which was super fun. I'm, like, increasingly in love with Nurse Chapel.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she's the best. I love her so much. And we got some good Una action, which is super exciting because, like, I'm a huge fan of the character Una from the books.
Yeah.
Right? Because I've read a lot of, like, Pike-era Enterprise books. They're super, super fun. And so, like, I'm a fan of that character there, and it's fun to see her, like, doing dope stuff here.
Yeah.
You know, when she, like, extremists out to, like, beat the thing, right? Or, like, when she's just, like effortlessly throwing, the security officer around. Yeah. Like, it was really good. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But, yeah, we got some cool stuff. Like, the whole Illyrian thing was very cool.
Yeah, it was very neat.
Right? It was very the surface and this, like, just, like, comic book horror storm coming.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that was like
huge.
What was that movie with the, like, wall of wind with a skull in it? With, like, a skeleton head in it?
Oh, that's,
that, like,
you're thinking of The Mummy.
No. The, it's like a weather. Remember we watched that? It's like a B horror movie about like hurricanes, but the hurricane, like, at the, like, towards the end, the hurricane has, like, skulls in it.
I feel like
it's like, you remember that? You know what I'm talking about?
But
it was,
I
like, gray and, like, not as good CGI as The Mummy, which is saying something because I'm talking about a significantly newer movie.
But also not as, like, impactful as the dust storm heading to Vegas.
Yeah.
In the movie 2012.
Yeah, exactly.
So it had kind of like a disaster vibe.
It had, like, a disaster vibe, and then we got the horror, like, monsters banging on the door, and Pike is just like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, this was a very,
Spock's
like,
just reading.
horror adjacent episode.
It really was. We had the monsters outside of the door.
And Scary Storm.
And, like, Scary Storm,
and
like, trapped alone in a cabin, sort of a thing on the planet. And then we had the, like, faculty, zombie, Stepford Wives, sort of body snatchers-esque horror story on the ship.
It's
as
really
people were,
kind of more
like
The Happening than anything else.
Well, it's like any of the ones where people are just, like, randomly becoming psychotic, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
honestly,
true.
it's the same.
Also
it's the same
crazies.
plot as the one where, like, if you see the monsters that ended up looking like babies, then you kill yourself or whatever the fuck that is. With Sandra Bullock, with the blindness, whatever the fuck that one's called.
Whatever that was, Bird Box.
Bird Box, yeah.
I really liked that until I learned that the monsters looked like weird big babies.
I mean, they don't show it in the movie.
They don't show it in the movie.
So I guess it's not that
so bad.
I don't know. The movie was just, it's an okay movie. This is literally not what we're supposed to be talking about right now. It's an okay movie. Like, if you haven't seen it, like, do yourself a favor and see it.
I mean,
but at
I
the
think
same
that you
time,
should, like, never show the scare in that case. But, like, I think that you can, like, kind of hint at it or just kind of, like, nebulously show the scare. Because, like, we in this episode had the, like, energy ghosty things, which at first seemed scary, but then turned out to be not scary and to be
right, but
helpful,
it still looked scary.
Yeah,
so the reveal of that was that, this was oops all Crunchberries, right? Oops, they were definitely scary. They were just like good people, right? It's sort of like if, like, a big scary guy he's like, rah, and you're like, oh no, and he's like, you dropped your keys, and you're like, all right, well, don't start with raw, but thanks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
basically,
wow.
they were thunder buddies for the afterlife.
Yeah. I like that they like domed over to protect them from the like ionizing radiation or whatever that nonsense throwaway line was. And like I liked all that stuff. Like it was cool, right? I was super into the like weird like lightning ghosts thing.
Yeah.
I think though like they removed their genetic modification and so they became lightning ghosts is maybe a stretch, but at the same time, who cares?
It's like they
it's
like they de-evolved themselves too far.
Well, no. They just removed their ability to handle like disease. And this storm happens to carry a light-based disease. Yeah. Which is why Una was the one that survived and everybody else like got it or whatever.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Hemmer trying to stabilize and transport in a fucking 10,000 degree like piece of molten core or mantle, excuse me. Like, bro,
that was
shut it
so
down.
Wild.
It's so crazy. Oh,
although
my God.
I think the most comical one was Uhura's roommates.
Oh, just like and there's like a simulation of a star just like cooking their skin.
But they were also kind of like dancing.
Yeah, they were into it, man. They were getting it. They were having a zone.
They were getting crunk.
Yeah. That was fun. I feel like micro complaint. I feel like Uhura just kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
From the episode? Right? Yeah. There was like, Uhura.
She was like in it and in an important part of it.
And then she just all of a sudden she just stopped being in the like last. It's like they didn't. I mean, it feels like whatever her bit in the last third was just like cut for time. Maybe it was weird, but like whatever. We got a good amount of Uhura, and I love Uhura. We got Spock doing Spock shenanigans. I think best Spock shenan is monsters are literally banging at the door, and this motherfucker's reading a book. So best Spock shenan. I love this Spock. He's a very shenany cat. Yeah. Which is fun.
He's cheeky.
He's cheeky. Yeah. He's cheeky. I think that the wrap up at the end where Una's just like, I realized that I lied. I'm putting my resignation. And Pike's just like, none of that shit. It's too hard to hire people. No, you're the best. Stay here. Yeah. And then like immediately it goes to her being like, hey, doctor, it's your fault. What the fuck? And he's just like, I'll hand him my resignation. I just want some time to say goodbye with my daughter. And she's like, nah, you're cool, dog. We'll hook it up. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Like, I don't know.
Kind of an unexpected twist, but it was also
it was like nice. I felt like it didn't. I felt like it happened without any like build up. Like maybe it was like reward without like undeserved reward. It was like undeserved character reward because like it was nice, but I feel like I missed something to lead to it. I kind of feel like it
wasn't necessary. Yeah, like the story kind of wrapped up really well without that. Yeah, and having that there wasn't bad. It just wasn't necessary.
Would have had that be like more sprinkled in throughout the episode, like because like if it had happened and he was just like I'm the worst, and she's like no. And also, we need you to continue doing your fucking job. This thing is happening right now. Yeah. Like we need to turn off the lights, but we'll like shunt energy directly to this to help you or whatever. Maybe would have made more sense. It felt like it was very like, oh, and like, hey, so this is what happened today. Oh, and also this guy has like a daughter who's got like a dying illness that can't be fixed, and she's like in the transport buffer, and you're like, oh, okay, thank you, but what? That's the end of the story. Leave. You know, like, it felt very like, well, here, you know?
I mean, I feel like that revelation could have been its own episode, like,
well,
altogether.
Or like, I don't know, more spread out through the episode to make it less of, like, a little blip at the end and more of, like, a D plot. Yeah. Or, like, an E plot. Like, down-the-line plot shenanigans. Yeah. But that's just like, oh, you know, here's some character development. Are we gonna address it? Maybe in 10 episodes, maybe never, whatever. Yeah. Right? Like, Uhura has to sleep in utter darkness. Like, that's fine character development, and it was sprinkled in, and it, like, moved the plot in a way. But, like, at the same time, like, that's not necessary knowledge. It's just that we learned about that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's that thing where, like, I feel like, I feel like it was just sort of like weirdly like attached to the end, but I do want like more information about this.
Yeah.
Right. And I like him as a doctor. I like how the crew's like getting along and working together. Yeah, overall this was like a fun, like sort of like, I almost want to say Halloween episode.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's not Halloween, but like if this came out in like October towards the end, you would be like,
so yeah, that's
like
that's like an October episode.
It's like an October episode.
Although for us, that's a literally any time, all the time.
Yeah,
episode.
I know, right? Yeah, but so no, this was a ton of fun. So like, what was your favorite part of the episode? Comment below with like what you thought about the like doctor's daughter Shanann at the end. How do you feel about Spock Shanann's? He's barely part of the thing. It's great. Spock is just like on his own quest, doing his own thing, doing shenanigans. I love Spock. Yeah, I enjoyed this episode. I thought it was a great
fantastic episode. Very fun.
47 out of 10.
I don't know about 47. I think 42 is more appropriate.
40, maybe 42 out of 10. I don't know. That's an auspicious number. Maybe these guys get 43. Maybe they get a 41. We'll see what happens. Right? But no, this was pretty exciting. I can't wait to see what happens next. I'm very into this show.
Yeah.
The ship is fucking gorgeous. The auxiliary medical area? What? Like all the crew quarters, engineering, everything in this show, all the sets are so gorgeous.
Everything is so pretty.
Oh my god. It's so beautiful. I fucking love this ship so much. Holy shit. It is so beautiful. And the uniforms look good. This is like a very crisp show.
Yeah, it totally is.
And like Enterprise Picard, excuse me, is like looks good, right? And like all the bits are good looking, and like Discovery looks good, but like I don't know. Maybe it's just like the right amount of aesthetic or something, but like the show and the lighting choices that they're making and the color choices and like the ship design and like the interior space design and the uniforms and everything. It's very Star Trek to me. It feels like fun, right?
Yeah.
Not just like, broody Star Trek, but like fun Trek. And I don't mean like one's better than the other. That's not what I mean. I mean, I love Voyager, so what the hell do I know, right? But like it's just a very interesting and refreshing design choice that I think is incredibly beneficial. I am in love with the design choice in this ship. The crew is awesome. All the characters are like super fun. And I want more of this. Like to me, this is as good as Lower Decks, where you're just like, wow, you guys hit it out of the park. Like Lower Decks is supremely good track.
Yeah.
Right? And this is this I'm on the same page with this. Like, this is really, really good. I love the casting, and everybody seems to be thoroughly like getting into these characters.
Yeah.
You know? Which is I'm very excited to see where this goes. Fingers crossed that it stays good. You know?
Yeah,
so,
right.
yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, either way, I have been John Norcrow. This has been Wife. This has been Trek Jive. We watched Season 1, Episode 3 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, the Ghosts of Illyria. So let us know what you thought. Comment below. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the little bell so you see when we have videos coming out. Hit us up on social media and all that stuff. The links are all in the dibbly thing. And we will catch you guys next time. Hit it.